Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT, King of America. It is 1 p.m. I know y'all like, man, where you been at? For those that paying my vlogs any attention, you know what I'm saying. It was a running a little late. You know what I'm saying. Had to make another video. I did another video for my small YouTuber support. Also, I have to edit my last one that I did because I got to put my thumbnails, my links to the end of that video. It's still a lot of links that I gotta put on here. So I'm still editing things as what I'm saying I go about it. What I'm saying. You ain't gonna get everything right the first go around, but what I'm saying, you gonna make it do what it do. You dig? Today is day 35. Day 35 of diabetes and I. What I'm saying, my daily vlog that I do. Combating diabetes. Type 2 in the house. Yo, make sure you go check out my sugar-free shirts. If they're not in the description below, go to the playlist. You will see the shirts in my playlist description. So make sure you go check out the sugar-free shirts available on Amazon.com right now. Also, my small YouTubers, out here. I have small YouTuber support shirts available right now on rageon.com. I was going to have them available on Amazon, but right now Amazon is, going through their little shortage thing because of, the whole COVID thing going on. So they're not doing a lot of, publishing right now as far as their products and shirts go. So I got oatmeal with cinnamon in it. That's the breakfast for the day. Bland as usual because I don't have anything. Don't have no apples. Don't have no raisins. You're rawing it down with the oatmeal, y'all. So there go the small YouTuber support shirt. See, boom, that mug right there. So go to. I'm gonna have this in the description. goat1408.rageon.com. Go there and get your shirt. Not only a shirt, y'all. It's different apparel going on with it. Got sweatshirts, hoodies. You know what I'm saying, with the logo on it. You know what I'm saying, make it do what it do. Trying to find other versions of it. See if I can post them up, y'all. Oh yeah, that go. What? That's a kid version. Got a kid size. Got woman shirts. If you can see it. See it? Yeah. So go to the site. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to see that. The small YouTuber support, y'all. We up in here. Let's make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? I plan on getting one of those shirts very soon, along with my other apparel. You know what I'm saying? Got to get me some more goat apparel. You know what I'm saying? With my logo on it. Just chilling right now, y'all. Just trying to make it through all this. On that video of the last small YouTuber support video that I did, I wanted to do a special shout out to We Are the Wisners. I'm gonna shout them out here as well as the next shout out video that I do. I wanted to shout them out because We Are the Wisners, that's the name of their YouTube channel. She said, just sub. My hubby is a diabetic from 9 months old. I guess if he's a diabetic from 9 months old, then I guess then he had type 1 if he had diabetes when he was a kid. Unless there was a typo, she said. But anyway, she says, I'm gonna just go ahead and read it as it says. Just sub. My hubby is a diabetic from 9 months old. We'll definitely check out your videos. I agree, sub for sub really sucks. I'm a very loyal subscriber, and I swear my count just goes down right after subscribing. And I hate that for her because that sucks when your count goes down, after, what I'm saying, subscribing to somebody and blah, blah, blah. You know how that go. But shout outs to We Are the Wisners. I wanted to shout them out on this video because, she, talked about, her husband being a diabetic. So shout outs to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We up in this thing, making it do what it do. So, today is the 7th of April, 2020. on this day right here, day 35. What can I really tell you? I mean, just stay consistent. Stay consistent on what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? As you go through this thing right here. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to stay consistent on what I'm eating, which is becoming easier and easier every day, you know, to stay on a schedule of how much to eat, you know what I'm saying, when to eat. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got 24 hours in a day and you try to do as much as you can, but with this whole pandemic going on, it pretty much slowed the world down. And be honest, to be extremely honest with y'all, you know, I'm enjoying it because it's society has been ready for a do over for a long time, and if this is the do over that it's time for us to get, then I'm ready because we're still following the rules of people who've been dead for 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000 years. You know, it's time for a redo. It's time for us who is living and breathing right now to have a do-over in the way society is. And, you know, being at home with your loved ones, having more time to do things that you need to do or want to do, that's what's up. But of course, unfortunately, if you don't have this right here, it's only so much you can do being in the house, and then having to worry about the repercussions of all this once it's said and done. You know, having to, you know what I'm saying, get more money when things change, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, stuff, you know, prices are going to go up on things, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, in manner of speaking for me, you know what I'm saying, prices on, you know what I'm saying, the cost of living will be going up, you know what I'm saying, around, June, July. So, and with all of this happening, all three of the jobs that I had, you know what I'm saying, have, you know what I'm saying, been shut down because, you know, it dealt with, you know what I'm saying, crowd management and, you know, being around lots of people. And of course, the majority of those people, the nasty people, are the reason why this thing happened because nobody wasn't taught no home training on how to wipe themselves or conduct themselves in a, you know what I'm saying, hygienic manner in the public. So that's why we at where we at right now. Meantime, I'm an introvert, so I'm thriving. I'm cool. Shout out to the extroverts. I know half of y'all them probably went crazy by now, so hey, y'all just gonna have to make it do what it do as far as that go. We're about to get into my readings from yesterday. Give y'all my readings for today. My readings for yesterday, all three readings were under 100, y'all. So that is my, let me see, because I lost count. I'm going to tell y'all in a minute. So that is now my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, because I had one before. Yeah, there you go. Mine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my 8th time having all three readings under 100 since I've been back home and, you know, started doing this count. So yesterday's reading, before breakfast, my reading was at 92. Before lunch, my reading was at 69. So my lunch came right on time. What I had for lunch yesterday, y'all, if I'm not mistaken, I mentioned this, of course, yesterday. I had my pork chop from the night before because I made 2 pork chops the night before, and, you know, I was going to use one for yesterday's lunch. So pork chop along with the rest of my cheddar broccoli rice I made that night, and some spinach. I believe I said I was going to do all that yesterday. So that's why I ended up having for lunch. And for dinner, I did have indeed a salad. It wasn't as major as I wish it could be because, you know, I was lacking cucumbers. I had only so many grape tomatoes left. I used all of them up last night. I still had some spinach left over from lunch, so I mixed that in there too. So I had the spinach in the salad, you know, the lettuce, bacon bits, Parmesan cheese, and some deli meat, you know, sliced up ham and turkey. So, you know, what I'm saying? That was a good little dinner. You dig? That was a good little dinner. So that's how my dinner went. I had some Ensure as far as my drink go. I ain't got no more snacks left right now, so I got to get some more snacks when I go to the store today. Shout outs to Premise. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't have the Premise app, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Let me show y'all right now. Premise. Hey, Premise. If y'all need a sponsor, hook your boy up. I'll beat anybody down who talk bad about Premise. Cause y'all see this, my last three payments from Premise right there. That payment was what, $19.20. That was on March the 12th. My next payment was $15.70. That was on March 24th, and this morning, $20.70. This morning on April the 7th, $20.70. I be anybody now talk about Premise. They done paid me 4 times now. Is it 4 times? Or is it? Let me see. Let me make sure. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they done paid me 4 times. I be anybody down talk about Premise. Shoot, Premise saving your boy life right now. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of, also, shout outs to my girl Treya, you know what I'm saying, who's going to be going in and starting up her YouTube channel very soon. Have It Your Way is the name of it. So make sure y'all go check her out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to advertise her too much right now because she got a few videos on her page, but no major content. You know how it is in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? If you remember YouTube back in the day when you used to just throw a video or 2 or 3 up on the YouTube and boom, you weren't really worrying about, making a channel on here. Like, I remember with YouTube when it first came out, you know what I'm saying? So nobody wasn't like sweating YouTube hard like that. People throw up a video and, people look at it and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, had YouTube, I'm gonna tell y'all, to be honest, had YouTube been around when I was a kid, or had I had the video access that I have now back in the day when YouTube first came out, I'd definitely be a YouTube legend right now. Especially, man, I don't even want to think about all my toys that I had because all of them are gone. I never wanted to be one of those. This is what I used to have when I was a kid, or all that type of stuff. Like, I lost everything. My storage 3 years ago almost. All my toys and stuff when I was a kid. I'm a kid of the 80s, so I had it all. I had E-Man, the Thundercats, the Ninja Turtles, the Transformers. I wasn't much of a big G.I. Joe collector. I had a few G.I. Joe toys, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? I had all that stuff, man. And, hey, I got pictures to prove it, pictures to showcase and show off all that good stuff. But, anywho, one thing about it right now. Oh yeah, today is reading, so we can go ahead and end this video, y'all, before we start getting reminiscent of things. I am Josie Ray, started a live video. Shout out to Josie Ray. She's starting a live video on Instagram. As a matter of fact, let's check her out real quick. I'm gonna tell her that I'm gonna have her on YouTube. Tell her to say hey to YouTube. Say hey to YouTube. Shout out to Josie Ray. You know what I'm saying? She at home hanging with her daughter Journey. She getting ready to do reading time with her daughter. Shout outs to them, making it do what it do. She doing. She reading her book, y'all. She ain't paying the camera no attention. But shout out to Josie Ray. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing with her daughter. Anywho, my reading for the day before breakfast down. The reason I mentioned, my 8 readings under 100 because today, before breakfast, 100 even. That was my reading for the day, so 100 even. Now, of course, once again, for those who got type 2, you know what I'm saying, 100 is great. 100 is, as perfect as you can get, especially before you eat. So 100 to 140, you know what I'm saying? That's always great. But I just love seeing my under 100 numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like 80 through 100 to start off before breakfast. That's always gravy with me. You know what I'm saying? Or even throughout the day, 80 to 100 is always good. I dig that. Even between 100 through 140 is good. Shout out to my girl Wanda, who I try to always mention. Today, for the very first time, she hit 126. She got below 140 for the first time, and she's happy about that. So shout outs to Wanda. She hit that number that she been wanting to hit, below 140. You know what I'm saying? So she making it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. Hold on for a second, texting her. Don't be love, cause she said she's jealous of my reading this morning being at 100. And I told her, don't be jealous, love. We got this. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be supportive on all things in this life. You dig? Shout outs, of course, again to Wanda Me. Wanda, she is an awesome writer. Make sure y'all check out her stuff. Check out her blogs that she do as well. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to be known as a diabetic base. She don't want to have anything to do with diabetes. Neither do I. But guess what? We gotta play the hand that we dealt right now. And guess what? I'm gonna play this mug till I cash out. You dig? Meantime, between time, it's your boy Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT King of America. Be on the lookout for my next small YouTuber support video talking about how to get your views up in 2020. And that's what that video is gonna be about. I of course mentioned this video in that video, but this video gonna be up before that video. You dig? So about to make it do what it do, y'all. One love. Peace.